Chase Lee Hockey with a blue futon. And I finally saw Jurassic World Dominion. We got the shirt, we got the shoes. Is it worth it? Also, we got it in 3D. Is it worth it in 3D? Is it even worth seeing the movie? Let's find out! Just letting you guys know when I go in the high-pitched voice, that means I gotta burp or do something weird. But anyway, Jurassic Park Dominion, what's it about? It's pretty simple premise. We are 3 to 4 years in the future from Fallen Kingdom. Dinosaurs are now still roaming free, but now it's a little bit more contained than I thought, because I thought it was going to be all out bombastic. Velociraptors through Las Vegas, New York City's completely screwed over because there's so many T-Rex just punching things down. But it's actually more tame, where there's a biomedical pharmaceutical company in Italy where they're, trying to do the same thing in Costa Rica, but in Italy. But of course, the CEO, which looks just like Tim Cook, I'm sorry, is doing nefarious stuff like always with medieval locusts, bringing the new people, bringing the old people. Let's do the Jurassic World again. So, did I like this movie? I thought it was an okay movie. There's some stuff where you're just like, what are we doing here? But then some stuff like, oh, that's kind of cool to watch on screen. So with that, I will give you the positives of the movie first. I thought the acting and the directing was pretty good in this movie. There was nothing wrong with some of the action set pieces, nothing wrong with Chris Pratt doing his stuff, nothing wrong with Jeff Goldblum, Lauren Dern, all these people in it. I love that guy from Archive 81. He's in it. His voice just memorizes me. It's like he could narrate Planet Earth, and I'll be like, yes, please. So his voice is so crisp and clean, and I enjoy it whenever he talks. I know it's kind of a weird thing, but I like him as an actor and doing stuff like that. Like I said, it's a dinosaur movie, so anytime there's a dinosaur on screen, you're kind of like squirrel, because you're just like, oh, that's kind of fun to watch, and you're like, oh, that's a dinosaur, and it kind of makes you forget about all the weird stuff that's happening in this movie. But it isn't a bad movie overall. I do think it is still better than Fallen Kingdom, just because the story is a little better. There's more cohesiveness in this, and it is more straightforward of what we're trying to do, even though there's like weird underground dinosaur stuff and everything like that. But like I said, it looks good. The jungles look good. The CGI is great. The animatronics when it's there is amazing. And just the overall, dinosaurs. You can't really be wrong about dinosaurs. But there's this weird character stuff where you're just like, what are we doing with this story? Like, I don't know if I really flesh with what we're trying to do. For example, this is a Jurassic World movie, right? I wasn't expecting it to turn to like a Jason Bourne, James Bond. We're going through Italy with motorcycles, stuff like that. When did Bryce Dallas Howard learn to do Jason Bourne stuff? Like, I was baffled by that. Jumping roofs, climbing on like guardrails. I'm like, what are we doing? When could she ever do this? And there's also some side characters where you're just like, oh, the girl in the white dress with the laser, and she's gone. And that character, and she's gone. So you're like, what are we trying to do here with some of the characters? And it is a 2.5-hour movie. So sometimes you're feeling that, because this is the longest in the series. Most of them average about 2 hours. The third one's an hour and a half. This one's 2.5 hours. And I feel like with the end of the conclusion of the trilogy, we gotta go somewhere. The little girl, the clone girl, she's still a little brat. So I'm like, okay, whatever we're trying to do there. Anyway, you're probably here for the 3D effects because the glasses are on. Are the 3D effects good? For this one, you could tell it's completely post-conversion and is more flat than depth. I've taken the glasses off like this a couple of times, and it was a lot more flat when you actually watch the movie. Whenever like a T-Rex or a raptor comes in and out like this, yeah, it looks kind of cool there. But most of the movie is dark, and you're just like, okay, there's some cool embers there and stuff like that. So when you're watching in 3D, is it worth it in this one? I'm going to say no. But there are some cool effects, like when the dinosaur comes out there. But for a 2.5-hour movie with a lot of it being in the dark, I kind of don't recommend 3D for this movie, Jurassic Park Dominion, which came out of nowhere in my opinion. But overall, Jurassic Park Dominion, it's a fine movie. It's okay. It's nothing special. You've seen it before in other movies. It's been better in a lot of the other movies. So overall, though, what's the rating for all the Jurassic Parks? I go Jurassic Park 1, Jurassic World, The Lost World Jurassic Park. I think I had more fun with Jurassic Park 3, and then I'm going to have to go with Jurassic World Dominion and then Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. But there we go. But like I said, overall, it's still a fun time. Every time there's dinosaurs on screen, you kind of have to have a smile on your face, even though I wish like we were focused on more like the dinosaurs taking over the world. It wasn't like that. It just felt like a recycling of kind of like a sanctuary, a sanctuary, a sanctuary. You're like, I want to see Velociraptors in Vegas or New York just going ham. So, Jurassic World Dominion will receive a 2.5 out of 5 with Futon. So he goes at 50%. So see the critics scores gave this one. So you have the critics say 35% with 201 of them. It's going to change whenever I do this again. Audience score 84% with over 500. Here's critic consensus. Jurassic World Dominion might be a bit of an improvement over its immediate predecessors in some respects, but this franchise has lumbered a long way down from its classic start. I'm going to have to agree. I mean, it's a good movie, but I mean, okay, good is not a good movie. Good is not the right word. It's an okay movie. It's watchable. It's doable. But yeah, it's overall, you're just like, a little disappointed. Anyway, 50, 35, or 84. Chase up with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Buftopia. You Buftonians, thanks for watching. Have a great day. And yeah, how do you like it? Was it good? Did you see it in 3D? I don't know. 2.5 hours? The locust scene? There's a lot of stuff going on in this movie when I think about it. Oh, and BD Wong? Does he really need that? Does he really need that after what he did throughout 5 movies? Who knows?